parents, students, colleagues, and most of all, graduates of the class of 2010, welcome. Today, we can be especially grateful to hold our graduation ceremony in the beautiful and climate-controlled Memorial Church. As we settle down, I invite you to look around and enjoy this magnificent setting. Most of all, I ask you to notice the angels. Angels were big in Jane Stanford's late Victorian aesthetic. They're also one of this church's most non-denominational features, since angels appear in Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, as well as the traditions of Sikh, Zoroastrian, and Baha'i faiths. But what's most striking about these angels, to those of us who study and teach literature, is how many of them are holding books. Now, why do angels have books? Angels, according to medieval theologians, had perfect intelligence, so it isn't as if they needed to read to gain knowledge. Instead, their books symbolize the power of the written word to make the world and to lift us out of it. Books, these angels remind us, give us wings. In the year of the iPad, it's worth taking this cue to reflect on the special meanings of books, which have occupied our graduates so much over the last 4 years. We hear a lot about how the rise of digital media will mean the end of books, and with it, the end of reading as we know it. But technologies of writing have always changed and evolved. Look around, and you'll see pictures on the walls not only of books, but also of scrolls and tablets, bearing witness to a long history of transformation. In our own age, the rise of email, e-books, Facebook, and Twitter has meant not less, but more reading. As the English department's new mission statement says, we live in a world saturated with the written word. English majors have a special contribution to make to this world. Many disciplines across the university read, of course, but in English, reading is our central business. For us, reading is more than transferring information. It's more than browsing, searching, and skimming. English majors read every word. The proliferation of texts in our own age makes this skill not less, but more important, if only because we've come to recognize that reading carefully and well takes work, along with a focused attention that's increasingly hard to find. If the slow food movement emerged in response to the degradation of nourishment wrought by fast food, surely English departments and their graduates are the center of a slow reading movement, which holds that words, no less than food, should be produced and consumed with care. English graduates, what you've learned here at Stanford is just the beginning. So I want to close with an exhortation. Fill your lives with books. And yes, with iPads and Kindles, messages and memos, newspapers and blogs, love letters, and bedtime stories. Read. Read with passion, thought, and engagement. Support the institutions that promote reading. Local bookstores and libraries, literacy programs, and schools. Remember that we make our world with words. Make yours count. For all the words you've read, written, spoken, and heard over the last 4 years, let me add one more. Congratulations.